Kritika here. In the previous video, we have discussed about Gauss elimination method. Now we'll see how to solve the system of linear equation using Gauss-Jordan method. As I said, more or less both the methods are same. In Gauss elimination, we'll reduce the matrix to upper triangular matrix, but here we'll be reducing it to diagonal or unit matrix. Apart from this, the rest of the steps are similar only. The given equation should be written in the form of matrix, which is Ax equal to B, where A is the coefficient matrix, X is the variable matrix, and B is the constant matrix. After writing the equation as a matrix, then we have to reduce the matrix A to diagonal or unit matrix, which means that the elements below the diagonal and above the diagonal should be 0. After reducing the matrix to an diagonal or unit matrix, you can straight away get the value of X, Y and Z. The value of X, Y and Z can be obtained directly from the reduced matrix, and step 3 is not needed here. Now we'll take an example equation and we'll solve this using Gauss-Jordan method. As we know that in Gauss-Jordan method, we have to reduce the matrix to an diagonal or unit matrix. First, we have to write this equation in the matrix format Ax equal to B. And we know that A is the coefficient matrix. Here the coefficient is 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 3, minus 1 and 2. And X is the variable matrix. Here the variables are X, Y and Z. And B is the constant matrix, which is in the right hand side, 3, 10 and 13. So before solving this matrix to a diagonal matrix, we'll write this as an augmented matrix. So augmented matrix means combining the coefficient and the constant matrix in a single matrix. We have to reduce the matrix to diagonal or unit matrix, and we have to perform only row operations here. The diagonal elements are 1, 3 and 2. First we'll reduce it to upper triangular matrix, and then we can perform the lower triangular matrix. First we will take this diagonal element and reduce the elements below it to 0, and then we shall proceed to the next column. So here there will be no changes in row 1, and in row 2, how can you make this to be 0? You have to multiply 1 with 2 and subtract it from 2. That is row 2 minus 2 into R1. How can you reduce this to be 0? It is 1 here, so multiply this with 3 and subtract it from 3. So the operation is row 3 should be subtracted from 3 times R1. Now let us execute this row operations. Since there is no changes in row 1, we shall write it as it is 1, 2, 1 and then 3. And we are going to reduce only row 2 and row 3. So row 2, the elements are 2, 3, 3 and 10. Then you have to multiply the first row with 2. So 1 times 2 is 2, 2 times 2 is 4, 1 times 2 is again 2, 3 times 2 is 6. And here the operation is minus. So change the sign and solve it. It is 0, minus 1, 1 and 4. Now write down this value in the matrix, which is 0, minus 1, 1 and 4. Next is row 3's operation. First write row 3, which is 3, minus 1, 2, 13. 3 times R1. So here is R1. 1 times 3. 3 times 2 is 6. 1 times 3. 3 times 3 is 9. The operation is minus. So change the sign and simplify. It is minus 7, minus 1 and then 4. Now write down this value in the matrix. It is 0, minus 7, minus 1 and then 4. The first diagonal element is taken and the elements below that has reduced to 0. Next target is the next diagonal element, which is minus 1, and we have to reduce the element below this diagonal to 0. Now there is no changes in row 1, no changes in row 2 also. So only you have to reduce this row 3 element. how you can reduce that means, so here it is minus 1, here it is minus 7. So when you multiply this with 7 and when you subtract it, you will get this as 0. So R3 minus 7 into R1. Write the row which has no changes. We'll reduce the row 3. So row 3 is 0, minus 7, minus 1, 4. 7 times R1. So, sorry, here you have to reduce with respect to the second row only. So it is row 2 here. It's not R1, it is R2. So whenever you reduce the elements below, so reduce it with respect to the diagonal element. R3 is written here. 7 times R2, so it is row 2 here. It is 0, minus 7. 1 times 7 is 7. 7 times 4 is 28. And now you have to change the sign here. This becomes plus, minus, minus. When you solve it, it is 0, 0, minus 8 and minus 24. So let's write this in the matrix. Minus 8, minus 24. So now what you can do is, you can simplify row 3. Row 3 is, you can divide it by minus 8 to simplify row 3. So now it will be changed to 1, 2, 1, 3. Second row there is no changes. So in row 3 we are dividing it by minus 8. So this will becomes 0, 0, 1 and 3. So 8 times 3 is 24. Now our second target is also achieved. Second diagonal element is minus 1 and the elements below that have been reduced to 0. Reduce the matrix to upper triangular matrix. Now let us reduce it to the lower triangular matrix where we want to make these 3 elements to 0. There is no changes in row 3, no changes in row 2 also. So now our target is to reduce the element above this diagonal to 0. So we will perform column by column. So here there is no changes. In second column already the element below minus 1 is 0. So now we will make the element above the diagonal to 0. So it is 2 here, it is minus 1. So when you multiply this by 2 and add these two values, it becomes 0. This value becomes 0. So R1 plus 2 into R2. Now let's write it here. Rest of the rows there is no changes. 0, 0, 1 and 3. Row 1. So write row 1 first. 1, 2, 1, 3. 2 times R2. So this is row 2. When you multiply it by 2, it becomes 0, minus 2, 2 and then 8. Since the operation is addition, there is no need to change the sign. Simply write it. 1, 0, 3, 11. 1, 0, 3 and 11. The value above the second diagonal has also become 0. Next target is the third diagonal element, this one, and we have to reduce the elements above this to 0. So what operation we can perform here? There is no changes in row 3. We have to make this to be 0. So 1 minus 1 becomes 0. So R2 can be reduced as R2 minus R3. Next we have to make this to be 0. So how you can change it? When you multiply the diagonal element with 3 and subtract it, you will be getting it as 0. So R1 minus 3 times R3. So as I said already, so whenever you perform this operations, perform it with respect to the diagonal element, so that it will not change the remaining values in the matrix. Now let us simplify it. 1, 0, 3 and 11. It is 3 times R3. So R3 is this one. When you multiply it by 3, it becomes 0, 0, 3 and 9. The operation is minus, so change the sign. When you simplify it, you will be getting 1, 0, 0, 2. Similarly, second row, row 2 is 0, minus 1, 1 and 4. R3 is 0, 0, 1 and then 3. The operation is minus, so change the sign. It is 0, minus 1, 0, 1. Let us make a note of these values in the matrix. This is our diagonal element, and you can see that the elements below the diagonal is also 0 and the elements above the diagonal is also 0. So we achieved the unit matrix. Now you can simply write this as an equation. We know that 1 is the coefficient of x. So x equal to, the value in the right hand side is 2. And then in the second row, this is coefficient of y, which is minus y equal to, here the value is 1, which shows that y equal to minus 1. In third row, this is coefficient of z equal to 3. Therefore, x equal to 2, y equal to minus 1 and z equal to 3. Hence, we solve this system of equation using Gauss-Jordan method and obtain the answer. Hope this is clear to you.